Underwood. Thin ice.
What idiot said that?
Probably like the dumbest thing I've ever said. And it gets exploited by people on the internet all the time. And I don't think it's that funny, honestly, but whatever. I could be wrong. It's a Illini Basketball Podcast episode 224, October 24th, 2024. 102424. Boom. So there's a 24th month. This could be 24242424. Stupid. All right. The Illini play a basketball game this week. How about that?
They do. We're back. There have been some scrimmages already. Other people have played in, but who cares about those?
What's a fair line on Illinois Ole Miss?
Away. Ole Miss minus 2.5.
Okay. I don't that's I would go Illinois 4.5, probably.
Okay.
I don't think Ole Miss is that good. I don't think that they're going to be playing any defense. So they'll be pretty good offensively, which is weird for a Chris Beard team. But the roster makeup tells us that they're not going to be a defensive team. That's at least what the metrics tell you with their roster. But whatever. Illinois is viewed as similar but better defensively, which with the way Brad's talked about it, who knows? Might not be true. But I don't know if we're late to this. I guess we technically are. That Illinois is not in the preseason top 25.
Yeah.
They were 26th. They received 92 votes to be in. There are 3 other Big Ten teams in the poll. Purdue's 14th, Indiana 17th, Rutgers is 25th. Michigan State got 29 votes, Ohio State 29 votes, Michigan 19, Oregon 12, Wisconsin 5, Maryland 1. Rutgers has to be like the first team to ever have 2 top 3 recruits and barely be in the top 25.
Yeah. I just think it's weird, people talk about Illinois' turnover and, what it is. That's probably why they didn't make it. But every other team besides Purdue maybe had some turnover. Indiana did. Rutgers they're relying on, top freshmen to lead the way. But
I mean, Purdue
Purdue
had enough turnover, like their best player being gone.
Yeah.
Fouled
out of his first NBA game, didn't he?
I think so, yeah.
Good job, refs.
Yeah, they got him.
Yeah, I don't hate that they're not ranked. I mean, does it matter preseason if they're ranked or they're not ranked? No. It is what it is. Maybe it'll be, some good bulletin board material for Brad. I'm sure he's already used it. But it doesn't matter.
I might take an alternate angle here.
Okay.
I don't know if I should or not. Because I kind of feel both ways about it. Like, I think it's wildly disrespectful. Because I don't care what the roster looks like. They brought in a lot of talent, and they were an Elite 8 team last year. Like, I know they lost their 3 best players.
They finished in the top 25 the last how many years? No?
Yeah, so I don't know. I mean, the AP poll is so stupid to where I don't think I should care, but I also want to say the F word about it, honestly. Like, it does annoy me because...
How many votes out were they for being 25th? How many did Rutgers get?
I don't know. I didn't actually look at that. Would have put me on a spot for no reason.
I mean, I'm going to blame this on Underwood. He said that his team can't guard 7th graders. So what's the press supposed to do?
You can be good and not do that.
There has been talk that this is the best shooting team Illinois has ever had.
102. So 10 off.
10 off.
Yeah.
I don't know how it works, but
I don't understand how Ole Miss is ranked. I got to be honest. I don't get that at all. The analytics preseason do not like Ole Miss. Ole Miss is fringe top 50 according to the metrics.
What's Ole Miss rank?
24th.
See, that's why I said -2.5.
Which is
Great
so
line
stupid.
by me.
It's so stupid. Ball knowers know that it should be Illinois 4.5.
It's true. But
Ole Miss is 47th on KenPom. So, and 38th on Bartorvik. So, like, okay, I guess let's rank Ole Miss. Why is Ole Miss ranked? I don't get it at all. That actually annoys me. Who
I
knows?
don't know. Chris Beard effect, I guess.
Yeah, great. You did a real good job last year. What a joke. Yeah, it's fine. Whatever. I think really the most disrespected team is Oregon, who I think is like the 4th or 5th best team in the Big Ten. Yet here they are getting fewer votes than Michigan State and Michigan and Ohio State. Get out of here with that. That's absurd.
Yeah. Will the Ole Miss Illinois game be on TV? It's on SEC Network. Is that correct?
Sounds right. I think it is. Yeah.
We're doing a watch party for you. You better figure that out.
We could do a watch party without watching the game.
That'd be fun.
Yeah, we could just watch the play-by-play. Oh, there's a nope, and it'll be wrong. And then
People will be like, "What are we doing here?"
Yeah.
Bootzilla, what's up? Tommy, what's up? Sean, what's going on? David, thanks for the rundown of the show, even though that's not what we're doing. Could we send David the what we're doing every week so he actually puts the right thing up there?
A block, B block, C block. 11
a.m.
I think it's
SEC
1 o'clock.
Network.
Isn't it 1 o'clock?
I don't know. I thought it was 11 a.m. too, and then you said it was 1 o'clock.
Fuck. I might have fucked this one up. Oh boy. I
Are you working?
To this. No, I'm just
Okay.
saying. It says 1 p.m. Central on the Illini website.
Okay. I don't know why. I saw
Once
11
again,
a.m.
I win.
somewhere.
Once again.
I saw 11 a.m. somewhere else too.
All right.
Keep losing our signal. I don't know what that means.
Shit. Hold on.
You just seeing how many times you can cuss in the first 8 minutes, or
What, are you offended?
I just don't want to get demonetized and make all this money.
See
off
that?
this.
Right there. 1 p.m.
Okay. Embrats,
Central.
1 p.m.
Yeah,
You're
why
gonna
is
sit on
everybody else saying something else?
SEC Network forever. Is the football game's not at 11 a.m., right? Because that means it'd be 9 a.m.
What football?
Noon Eastern, says Bootzilla.
Why is everybody saying this?
Do we know when the game is?
Ole Miss website says 11 a.m.
Bergie says 11 and 1 have been posted. Guys, we got to figure this out.
Illinois basketball schedule.
So nobody knows is what we're saying.
The Illinois schedules. Okay, I guess it's 11 a.m. I guess the article was wrong because the schedule says 11 a.m. All right, so disregard the graphic I posted the other day. I guess it's 11 a.m. What
New
a
graphic
waste!
coming.
No, definitely not.
Oh.
What a waste of time. Now we'll be live at 10:50 a.m. on Sunday, I guess.
11 a.m. I thought it was 11 a.m. Ethan posted the thing at 1 a.m. I just figured he knew more.
1 a.m., 1 p.m. That's what I posted.
1 a.m. p.m.
Well,
9
the
Central.
Illini article was wrong, obviously. So I have to miss an
They
hour of
better
the Packer
fire
game
that
for
guy.
this.
Hour of what?
I have to miss an hour of the Packer game for this. Oof.
Oof. Who wants to watch the Packers anyways?
I don't know. They're 5-2.
Anyways, we got to keep this thing rolling.
Yeah,
got somewhere I
we
gotta be.
will. Okay. Give me a second. I had something else to say, but I forgot.
I'm sure it was important.
Oh, yeah. Well, let's just do – we were going to – real quick for the next thing, let's just get this out of the way.
Randy doesn't see it in the guild.
Excuse me?
It's on SEC Network, right?
So, yeah. So ignore – which is 601 for Xfinity.
601 if you have Comcast.
So we were going to discuss the watch party schedule before we went live, but I'm just thinking we take care of that real quick now.
Oh, good. Yeah, sure. I got all the time in the world. Let's do it.
Plenty of time. Plenty of time. We're going to
We
spend
can't
5
do
seconds
any-
on the rest of this stuff.
Can't do any Wednesday games.
That is a problem because Alabama, Illinois is that Wednesday.
Which one? The 20th?
20th, yeah.
The 20th has been moved to the 21st, though.
Oh,
Perfect.
Okay. I haven't been reading the text at all. I thought about doing a special one that Wednesday and maybe doing it on location, but haven't discussed
In
that.
Alabama?
No, God, come on. We can't get back. Yeah, can't do that. So we'll see, but that's a lock. Eastern's a lock because it's the first game of the year. SIUE that Friday night. I mean, we'll probably do that, I guess, right? We did a lot of Friday.
I got to pull a schedule up. Hold on.
A lot of shitty Friday games last year. This is a Peacock game too, so we probably should do it. Yeah. I'm just saying, like, the non-conference. We'll figure out the rest later. But, like, so Eastern's a lock on Monday the 4th. SIU probably on the 8th. Oakland on the 13th is a no-go. We did Oakland last year, so don't subject us to watching Oakland again. Alabama on the 20th, lock. Maryland Eastern Shore, there's a 0% chance that one's happening.
But it's on BTN Plus.
It's a Saturday.
Do that one, right?
Saturday. I might not be home until later.
It's TBD'd.
Yeah, it's probably going to be early.
Definitely not doing that one.
Yeah, Little Rock on the 25th we'll probably do. It's a Monday. It should be fine. Arkansas, it's Thanksgiving.
Nope.
I would do it, but you can't, so swing and a miss there. Northwestern,
actually, I don't
Wisconsin.
know if I'm doing anything.
We could. I mean, it would probably be big numbers.
I'm probably be at my dad's house.
Tell him to, that you're not going. Northwestern, Wisconsin, those two we'll figure out. It's Big Ten, whatever. Tennessee, Saturday.
Probably. Oh, shoot. Those tickets went on sale today. Anybody got Tennessee tickets for sale? Let me know.
It's a 4:30
probably
game.
Going to
so
that game.
I probably will be working. So, and then Missouri's a Sunday for some reason, but we have to do that one, obviously.
Yeah, and it's at noon.
Yeah, that's brutal. Chicago State on the 29th. We'll probably do that too. So, anyway, there's going to be plenty. People who think that there's not enough, there will be enough.
And then we're going to be flying out to Oregon.
That was for this Saturday.
January 1st.
They play at Oregon?
That's what it says. At Oregon, January 2nd, 9 p.m.
They play.
Why does Illinois have so many late games?
They play Oregon this Saturday.
So many 8 p.m., 9 p.m. games.
We'll cover that at the end of the Illinois football game this weekend. All right.
Yeah.
Next up, Illini ranked 22nd, which I think is fair, in the CBS Sports rankings for Matt Norlander. This is what he has to say about the team. Quote. It's a very long quote. Give me about an hour and a half here.
Okay. Clear that throat.
10, 23, 14, 4, 8, 6, 6, 20. That's the final KenPom ranking for the number 2 Big Ten over the past 8 seasons. Illinois might be number 2 this season, but it has been number 2 and sometimes number 1 in the Big Ten over the past 5 seasons. Brad Underwood has a program humming, and that's a fact because he's made a habit of losing all league guys and not falling too far behind. He'll carry on without Terrence Shannon, without Coleman Hawkins, Marcus Damask. I forgot Quincy Gary was on the team, but that's another one. Dane Danger and Luke Goody. That's tons to overcome, but I have faith he'll do it thanks to some stars in the making that should find new life in Champaign. It will start with a guy I've been told has been insanely good in practice, freshman league guard Kasparis Jonas. The Lithuanian could be a 2025 lottery pick. He'll join forces. Reed. He'll join forces with Kylan Boswell, who averaged 9.6 points and 3.6 assists in a hot and cold 2-year run with Arizona. Those two are the key. No, they're not. And they'll have some help from Ty Rogers and Dre Gibbs-Lawler, both of whom need to emerge as more consistent contributors. Kerry Booth is a fledgling talent who couldn't get it going at Notre Dame, probably because Notre Dame's a terrible program.
What can you define fledgling for me? I thought that was bad. No,
I cannot. Carry on. I like his chances to be a solid piece off the bench. Underwood also will bank on Ben Humrickhouse, 14.7 points per game with Evansville, and Trey White, 12.3 with Louisville, being minutes eaters alongside 2 top 30 freshmen and Will Riley and Maurice Johnson. Illinois can be both the surprise and the reliable, pragmatic choice to top 4 finish in the Big Ten. So he's correct on that.
Yeah.
This is a good roster.
It's Humrickus, by the way.
I do not give a fuck what anybody says. It is what I've said it's the entire time.
Ledgerline.
Is
Voices.
HOUS is that what that is pronounced as? Humricus?
I don't know.
That's
what Bardo
bullshit.
said.
That is bullshit.
We'll hear Brad say it again, but when you get back to Brad talking
bullshit.
about it. Anyways, yeah, that's very nice from Mr. Norlander.
Bootzilla, take it down a notch, all right?
He's making fun of me.
Kasparis ranked #1 international newcomer by Jeff Borzello of ESPN, by the way. You want me to read this? I'll read this. People probably want me to read more. You're the one who's reading all the time.
Yeah, this is my relaxing episode. I'm just chilling.
Just like the college basketball preview. I sent you the doc for that, by the way.
Oh, when are we doing that? Monday?
We can do it Monday or Tuesday. I don't care. Whatever.
Okay.
Or next Friday. It literally doesn't matter. Well, Friday I'm busy these days. It'll be my last Friday of the year next Friday. So actually we're good. All right.
Anywho.
Scouting report. Jack Jonas, 18, is his age, has an outstanding combination of size, shooting, pick and roll, playmaking, toughness, and feel for the game as a 6'6" point guard. He was a dominant player at the club level for Barcelona's junior program and the Lithuanian national team, putting up gaudy GAUDY numbers everywhere he's played and logging minutes in EuroLeague and ACB, a rarity at his age. His aggressiveness, maturity, and physicality have him ranked as the number 15 prospect in ESPN's 2025 draft projections, according to Jonathan Gavoni. So everybody has been saying a lot of things about how good Kasparis is.
Is it too much hype?
No, it's not. It's not enough. It's not enough.
Okay, all right, it's fair.
He should start and have a sizable offensive role immediately for Coach Brad Underwood in the Illini. A big part of Illinois' offense was getting Terrence Shannon and Marcus Damask into advantageous matchups and then attacking defenses. Expect Jack Jonas to step into one of those roles this season. He can be the team's primary playmaker, or he can play off the ball with Boswell running the offense. Either way, he'll have the ball in his hands a ton from day one. I have to assume that people aren't just saying this. I think
assume also, yeah.
There are people in the building and people who have watched practice, and these are the conclusions being drawn from that.
Yeah.
This is not these things. You saying these things about a guy who's never played college basketball, a guy who's coming over from Europe as an 18-year-old. You don't say all these things without knowing or seeing or hearing a lot of things. So that's what makes me think that this isn't overhyping.
It's fair. I heard that his passing is very good.
Which is why LaTulip was onto something with his Drew Holiday Boswell thing.
Yeah.
I want to see Kasparis have the ball at all times.
Day one.
Yes.
Do you think he starts as the starting point guard on Sunday?
Probably not, right? We never get what we want.
Why wouldn't he? I mean, if you're going to do it, you do it in an exhibition game.
Because Brad's listening to this.
See how he can handle it. Brad doesn't listen to us.
Yeah, right. I've heard several sources have told me that he does.
Starting to sound like those guys on Twitter.
So are you.
Thank you.
All right. My intelligence just popped up.
What is the latest on Tomislav Ivisic? Brad, I think we talked about this in the non-live show, but October 11th, he said, quote, "No idea. I have no idea. We literally are at their beck and call." So Brad has no idea. The good news, he's been cleared to play Sunday in the exhibition. Brad said Tommy will play Sunday. We don't have an official status yet for the season, but he is cleared for the scrimmage. That will be determined later. But we did get notification that he can play in the scrimmage, which will be a positive thing for him as he needs to obviously get his feet wet against some other competition. So they don't have any idea when he's playing, but we will see him. Does he start on Sunday? I mean, do you even start the guy?
No, I think Merez Johnson starts.
Really?
Yep. Fact.
Somebody, you got sources?
Boswell, Kasparis, Riley, Rogers, Merez. Lock it in.
Dimon got cleared yesterday, but probably different circumstances. I did see. I don't know if it was Piper. One of them said that Tommy's brother. He didn't like. He was like 3 months behind of where Tommy is on the thing. So
Zvonimir.
is Vonimir.
And the next thing is about Brad's adaptability, which I've gone, back and forth on the episodes with the chat and all the morons out there who try to tell me that Brad Underwood is not an adaptable head coach. He doesn't make adjustments. He's so stubborn. I think we should all agree as we go into this season that everybody that's been against me on that point is wrong, and they should either never watch the team again or they should admit they were wrong. And we agree with that, and then we move forward. I just don't get it. Stubborn. Where's Jeffrey? He's a guy
So
who's
not on thin ice is what you're saying.
No, I was obviously wrong about that one. And look, that comment was made 5 years ago. Things have changed a lot since then. We were coming off of a game where Illinois lost to a Missouri team that they had no business losing to.
Mm-hmm.
And I was wrong slightly for the first time ever. I was wrong. So I don't know what you want me to say. Brad sent a letter out to the Orange Crush saying they would be having a tip-off event at State Farm Center Wednesday, October 23rd, which is yesterday.
Yep. Yesterday.
Quote, as a team, we will go through traditions, chants, and cheers. Is the chief there? This will ensure that we're coordinated and ready to create an unforgettable atmosphere. Practice is key to being prepared for game one. Well, unfortunately, Brad, I hate to break it to you, but your student section is full of a bunch of fucking losers.
Has Brad ever done this before? I don't know if this is a thing. If people have went to the U of I, they can let us know.
If he's doing it now, that's because he's heard.
That's what I'm saying. Like, did you force Brad into doing this? Is what I'm wondering.
People are going to start wondering that, and they should be, because there's a chance. I mean, look, anybody with a brain who tries to set aside the Illini part of this knows that the Orange Crush is the most overrated, biggest group of fucking loser clowns that have ever cheered for a college basketball team. And I want them to be good. I want them to be good. They're not. And it's not all their fault. It's not all their fault. The layout of the State Farm Center is not as good as it could be. There's too much separation. It needs to be more like unfortunately, when you renovate something, it becomes less like that, more spacious. It's modern technology bullshit. Technology's, But I'm saying, like, Mackey is an old school arena, and it's tight, and it's hard to play there. Assembly Hall in Bloomington is a tight, hard to play in arena. State Farm Center is not that. I don't think where Michigan plays is that. So and the other part of it's the student section, and our student section is not what it could be, and it is a shame because the basketball team has been good for several years now, and they can't figure this out. And we have to have the head coach of the basketball team who should be focusing on way more important things hold the fucking hands of these loser students who aren't good at this. Ridiculous. So I know I'm right about this. Illinois would probably have 3 or 4 Big Ten titles if they had a real home court, which they do not. What about the Civic Center for Bradley? Irrelevant. No, it doesn't matter. I made that last part up.
Bootzilla wonders who Jeffrey's favorite player is going to be this season.
Great question. Great question.
For me? It's got to be Jaxties, right?
I think he's almost like too irrelevant for that. Probably Kerry Booth.
Yeah.
Like, Booth. He came here. Oh, he's a play. He's got to play. He's such an athlete. Oh.
Kerry Booth might average 15 minutes a game, though.
There's no way.
I mean, I think it depends on old Tomislava. Ivisic.
He'll be playing by December. That's a lock.
Bootzilla in all caps is yelling at the Orange Crush. Also, anyways.
That's a part of this sensitive generation, too. These guys can't take criticism. I got that loser a couple years ago who was crying about it. Like, just get better at it. Like, it's not that crazy. Do people act okay? There's certain games where they've been good, but guess what? Those are games where you're front running the entire time. If Illinois is playing a big game, and like Tennessee this year, if Illinois is up 10 early, it's like, oh man, look at this place. And then they go down 3 early
2,
second half, and it's just dead. like Marquette last year.
They don't cheer at the right time. They don't get behind their team at the right time. I would agree with that. Brad might have cards for them to start cheers this year.
That sounds awful, but
come on. Tim Hanks, Tom's brother, I assume, asked Illinois' basketball record prediction. Our prediction episode, we should probably figure that out.
27-3. I'm on record with that one.
You are. When's the first game? The 4th?
4th, yeah. Day before Election Day. Very exciting.
Which is a Monday. So what you want to do our predictions episode like that weekend? Sunday? Do you want to do it the day before the game?
Yeah, it'd have to be early.
Okay. Do you want to do it on Friday?
No. The Packers play 3:25 on November 3rd, so we can do it before that.
Okay. Anyways, predictions episode will be coming out sometime between now and the start of the season. But Ethan, obviously, 27-3 because he's a moron. It's like predicting them to start 17-0 or something in the Big Ten. So
shortening of the transfer portal to 30 days. That's been moved from 45 days to 30 days. Starts after the second round of the NCAA tournaments. This does absolutely nothing.
It's going to make more guys go in earlier while teams are in the tournament. It's so stupid. So
yeah. And then part 3 of the roster series should conclude next week if we have time. If we don't, then we quit. So
what are we doing in that last
20, 30 minutes about the roster, talk about Ty Rodgers, DGL a little bit, and then overall thoughts on the roster. And then we'll take a couple questions off of Twitter, roster questions.
Yes, sir.
Roster questions.
Do you think anybody is going to ask us questions? They
Yeah.
never do. Guys, go follow our Twitter. And when Ethan says mailbag episode, ask questions. We don't ever do those because nobody asks questions. So they don't really care about our opinion.
I think it's more the stupid questions, though, that we avoid.
We can go to the Eastern game for $4. You want to
go? No. So the big thing here, folks, the big thing we'll discuss before we leave. Illinois football this weekend, Saturday, 2:30. Going on the road.
Yeah, apparently people don't know that you're an Oregon Ducks fan, which is crazy. No offense to that guy.
He's got a lot of things going on.
Yeah, I mean, maybe he just hasn't seen the recent episodes when you're talking about him all the time. But
big game. From an Illini perspective, what do you think about it? And the people in the chat, for the football.
I would like it to be like a 2-touchdown game. Like, I think that's a win for Illinois. I think that they're probably going to give up 48 points, though.
It should be interesting. I kind of feel disgusting wearing Illini gear on this week. It's a little annoying by me.
Wow.
I shouldn't do that this week. I'm sorry. It is what it is.
How are you going to feel if Illinois beats Oregon?
I think.
Do you think it's even possible?
Yeah, anything's possible.
That's not true. I mean, I know people say that to sound good, but that's not a true statement.
This is possible. I mean,
we got a 49-7 Oregon in the chat. Who else is an Oregon fan? Bootzilla, is he an Oregon fan?
No, it's Wes.
Okay.
Wes Ravens. It is. So it would be one of the worst things that's ever happened to me if Illinois wins this game. One of the worst.
It's going to be so awesome.
Okay, Embrods. What are you talking about? How? What made you come to that conclusion other than the fact that you're an Illinois fan?
Oregon's averaging like 35 points a game. They put up 32 against Ohio State.
And newsflash for everybody out there, Oregon's had one good offensive game, and that was Ohio State. Fact. Their defense is something that won't be talked about. Illinois' offensive line is going to have their hands full. Oregon has a good defense. Very good. That's when people ask me what I think about this game, I say Oregon's got a very good defense. Fact.
What time is that game?
2:30. So right when we're finishing up the event.
Are we going to have a watch party at Edgewood for it?
There have been rumblings that I might have to do that, which sucks. I don't want to be surrounded by a bunch of loser Illinois fans. I mean, that would be.
We're going to go live at the game.
No, we don't do things live when alcohol is present with a lot of people.
Are you going to be drinking?
No, maybe.
Anything's possible.
Yeah, I don't want to be surrounded by Illinois fans. That's my biggest problem right now.
So you're going to have to go home and watch it.
No, I watched at least the first half.
Okay.
If they're losing at the half, I'm definitely leaving.
What if they're up 25?
Then I'll just be like, you guys are all idiots.
I don't like, and besides Embrats, I don't know any Illinois fan that thinks Illinois is going to win this game.
Yeah, you guys don't have any stones. Embrat's the only ones here with stones.
It's true.
Oh, just hope it's a close game. Give me a break. Illinois is good, though. Like, Illinois is good. They're good. I didn't think this would be a ranked-on-ranked game going into the season. Definitely not.
True. You predicted Illinois would win 4 games?
3.
3.
Yeah, I was a little off on that one. Didn't think the quarterback would get it going the way he is. Yeah,
he's looked good. Wide receivers have been good. So,
and for Oregon going into the season, I thought they would be undefeated right now, which they are. But I also thought that while the season was going on, I thought they'd lose to Ohio State. So,
yeah. I mean, Illinois has a good possibility of going 10-2, 9-3.
Yeah, they got. Do they play Indiana? I don't think they do.
I don't think so. It's like Northwestern.
They already played Penn State. So they got that
just
going for them.
Schedule is
Oregon, Minnesota, Michigan State, Rutgers, Northwestern.
Yeah.
Next 2 are at home after Oregon, and the last 2 are on the road. I think they'll go 9-3, probably at worst. They have 1 loss, right?
Yeah. 6-1.
We all know Indiana is the best team in the conference, so.
Is Indiana that good?
Yeah. They're not as good as Ohio State, Oregon, or Penn State, but they're right behind them. I mean, you can say all you want about Indiana and how they haven't played anybody, but like Nebraska didn't even look like they belonged on the same field as them last week.
Yeah.
And obviously it was a road game for Nebraska, and Illinois beat Nebraska at Nebraska, but it was ugly for.
They only scored like 73 on Western Illinois though, so.
Yeah, true. That's a good point. I think the biggest thing for Illinois this week is going to be weathering the storm on the road. It's going to be loud there. Oregon #1 at home, like it's going to be loud.
Yeah, all 54,000 of them.
Okay, wow, way more than that. Nice try.
That's literally what it said. Like, I've seen all the memes, bro.
First of all, how dare you?
Why is it named after a German?
Also, if it is 54,000. If it is, like, that's a lot still. I mean, it's not as much as it should be, but it's still loud enough to fucking rattle Ohio State.
Sure.
Yeah. You think Illinois can beat Ohio State?
You just Googled it and it said 54,000, didn't it?
I thought it was like 70, but I guess it's 54. Unfortunate, but okay. What is Memorial Stadium? That shithole. What does that hold?
85.
Did they ever get that?
They just sold out their last game.
Yeah, right.
Did you not see the pictures?
It's 60,000, by the way. It's
6,
all. I'd rather be 54,000 in a nice stadium than 60,000 in a shithole like Memorial.
Well, that's just rude.
No, it's not. Champaign is also a shithole. How about that?
Oh my god! All right, shut her down. Cut it off.
It's a bad week to do an episode.
We didn't have to talk about the football game.
People would have asked about it, I'm sure.
I don't think anybody was asking.
They were gonna. I could sense it.
All right. Don't forget,
Like,
like, comment, subscribe, do all the things. We love you guys. We will see you Sunday, apparently at 11 a.m.
Tim thinks I'm a bandwagon Oregon fan. That's not true. Also, Tim, you're the same guy who said that Texas, you're like bandwagoning Texas this year. How'd that go last week? They look like a bunch of schoolgirls out there against Georgia. Swing and a miss.
Do you know this Tim Hanks personally?
Yeah.
Is his real name Tim Hanks?
Yeah.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Okay. Does he work at Edgewood?
Yeah.
He does?
Yeah. You've definitely seen him before. You'll see him Saturday.
Okay.
All right. He doesn't look like the picture because that's David Cross in the picture.
Oh. Is it the owner of Edgewood?
No.
Oh. Okay.
All right. Before we give away too much. All right.
What are we giving away?
Giving away personal information. All right. Champaign and other. That's true. None of the. There's not any like none of the Big Ten cities are that good, except for Eugene's really all we have. I mean.
Okay, buddy.
Columbus is nice. I'll give them that. West Lafayette stinks. Champaign stinks. All right. Before I just trash Illinois and people get mad at me, I apologize.
Too late.
I don't care. Whatever. Shout out to the student section. You guys are gonna crush it this year. And we'll be back for the roster thing next week, and we'll be back for the Ole Miss thing Sunday at 11, I guess, which is yikes. Good job by whoever wrote that Illini article to not correct themselves and put 11. They confused me and ruined the graphics. So
maybe you should write them and get that guy fired.
I will do that. All right. We'll see everybody next time. Goodbye.
See ya.